Welcome on in. It's a little stormy out today. Oh.
Argues I have this. Hi.
Hello, hello, hello. Join in the members. Yeah, so today's going to be a bit of a chill Zatsu conversation-esque kind of stream. Very long bridge. Oh, and I don't have to have my hands on the wheel here. This is a Tesla. I'm kind of auto driving. Very long, flat road. So it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Once we get to the end of this bridge, I'll put it back in manual. So, how's everyone doing? Did you have a good day at work? Or currently at work, I guess? I guess I'm driving you home from work. Honey, the Uber's here. Beep, 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 beep. It's me. You tip me 5 stars. 5 stars, or I will steal your Uber Eats food. That's how Uber works, right? I don't know. We don't have Uber out here in Feyres.
I can't believe they let body type 2 NULFs drive.
Body type 2? That's more offensive than literally anything else you could possibly call me. What the fuck, man? Just call me a bitch. My god. Just for that, Red Hair Across, when we stop at McDonald's, I'm not getting you anything. I'll get the rest of the chat something, but you don't get anything. You know what? I'm gonna get the Hunter 5653 extra fries. He's gonna get your fries. Watch the road. It's okay, Anarchy. It's okay. This is a Tesla. This is a Tesla. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Look at that. Just you, me, open road.
I think the chat on screen is broken.
Chat on screen is broken? I can fix that real quick. Now, it's kind of funny that we hit this goal today. Well, for today's stream, actually. Because immediately after stream, I actually have to run to, like, do my final license test. Like, I have my road test. Like, I've had all my practices, and later today, after stream is over, in like a half hour after I finish, I literally just go into the final car, and I try and get my my N, which is my full license. You know. So you guys, you better not have me crash today on stream, or I'm not getting that damn license.
Can you sing the Asgore meme video called Asgore runs over dust from Deltarune? Going back to work.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just pulling up the lyrics.
Want a frosty and spicy nuggets from Wendy's, or I will go postal.
Why would I get you spicy nuggets from Wendy's? Who goes to Wendy's and buys spicy nuggets? Who goes to Wendy's in general? Fast food is so expensive. I can't believe that people go out to eat every day. and have fast food, the excuse classically was always, well, it's cheaper than normal, like, home-cooked food. No. No. Not in this era. Gonna keep the coins I find in the seats? As long as I don't see it. If I see the coins, I'm taking them back from you. No, I never go to Wendy's. I work there. You're better going off to KFC. KFC is alright, but I feel like it used to be so much better. Like, I don't know, every single fast food, but every restaurant even, it's like the base ingredients suck now too. Some places don't even have to change the recipes. It's just the ingredients that get brought in are so much lower quality, or they swap out the cooking oil itself, or I don't know. I just don't eat out anymore unless I'm like with people and it's a special occasion. It's so expensive.
Boss,
it's so gross.
pay attention to the road, you just hit an old lady.
She deserved it. Anyway. Here we go. Let's see.
Driving in my truck right after a beer. Hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. DUI. How about you die?
I'm going 100 miles an hour. Little do you know, I filled up on gas. I'm again,
Your fountain making ass. Polarizes fog.
my urban truck.
It seems you're out of luck.
Make sure to hit all the known zone. The road for high score.
But still, I'm driving fast, I'll never be passed. I just saved the world from the darkest towns. Killed a little girl, better for the town. Give this truck a well, heavy is my ground, but I won't go down. Drive, 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 but I am speed. 7 beers are all I need. Try, just try, but I will lead. I bet that you're peeing your pants. Drive, 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 but I still speed. 7 beers, a pinch of weed. Has fried, fried, fried my brain. I need some more to proceed. Drive, 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 but I am speed. 7 beers are all I need. Try, just try, but I will lead. I bet that you're peeing your pants. Drive, 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 but I still speed.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Has fried, fried, fried my brain. I need some
Man,
more to
what's your
proceed.
problem?
Shit. Did my dumb ass just really hit a tree? Now I get up on my feet and try to flee. But I can't run, was it maybe all that weed? If I speak to them, maybe I'll be free.
Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Why is the wheel on the right? This is a European car. This is Variance project. A European company. So, tell me how your day at school went. There's no turns. No, we're on the bridge. When we get to the end, you know, then it's over. Where are we going, boss? We're driving to my we're driving to my driving exam. Once we get to the end of the road, that's where the driving school is. Actually, I thought initially that my exam was at 8:30 this morning, and that I'd be done before stream today. But I had to double check, and I realized that I got the time wrong, and it was actually at 1. So we readjust. Got space for one more in the trunk. Yeah, no, there's room in the back seat, guys. Hop on in. Closer to the wheel. We stopped by 7-Eleven. I want a Slurpee. Well, once we get off the road, this bridge is pretty long. I'm not taking like meal orders, but we could stop at one place, okay, chat? If you can come like to like a definitive conclusion as to where you want to go, we will go there. But if you can't make up your mind, we're not stopping. Gas is expensive. We got Taco Bell, we got Burger King, McDonald's. This is a pretty chill Tesla. I don't even need to have my hand on the wheel. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. McDonald's makes you fat. You guys ever have to watch that growing up? What kind of stream is this? Well, if I hit my membership goal, I promise that I do a 3dZatsu. We're just driving together in the car. So, we're doing it. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Oh god, it's been ages since I heard that one. Want a coffee? Well, we can get coffee at most places, so we'll figure something out. You want cream, sugar, black? Well, you know, I'll just get you guys all a black coffee and then some packets of whatever and you can customize in the car. What's a Zatsu? A Zatsu is a chatting stream. Just a conversationalist. Matcha, 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 matcha. Can I get a donut with that coffee? Okay, what are you? What are you, a cop? Huh? What are you, a cop?
Any Cuban place for espresso and empanadas?
I don't know of any Cuban places actually. Do you guys know? If you guys can come up with the name of a Cuban place, I'll look into it. Hi, Katya. Hi, Matthew. Get yourself cozy. We're in for a long drive. So, the trailer for the Backrooms came out earlier today, and it actually looks genuinely pretty good. It looks a lot like a return to... What the fuck was that? Some assholes can't share the road. Alright. Well, it looks like a return to form, really. Like, the Backrooms. Remember when it wasn't, like, the epic, funny thing for 12-year-olds, and it was still, like, a creepypasta? And it was just, like, one environment that went on forever, with no monsters? It looks like it's returning to form. And I like that. Probably not gonna be like exactly return to form, unfortunately, because it's just too popular in other circles, but you know, looks good. Every day that goes by where McDonald's doesn't use beef tallow for their fries is a bad day. Every day that anybody willingly gets McDonald's and poisons their own body with it is a bad day. Because it's as expensive as a sit-down restaurant now, but the ingredients are chemically designed to break you down from the inside out and turn you into not just sedentary blobs, but ones that are dying. Dying sedentary blobs, poison blobs. Every time you have McDonald's food, you get poison damage. Oh, when it was less of SCP version 2 and more of its own thing. Yeah, rage. Speaking of rage... Oh, my eyes on the road. But yeah, speaking of rage, So, those of you who have been peeking around my Twitter the last couple of days and came to the last stream may know that I've been getting into JavaScript and HTML and all sorts of these funky, fresh, interesting things. I'm not like a long-time hobbyist coder. I just know like a tiny bit of Python from my Ren'Py days, which is to say nothing useful. But I decided when I... Whoa, hold on. Yeah. I decided that when I was sick, to entertain myself, that I would pick it up a little bit. And so, last couple of days I've been building a website. And I'm kind of surprised with it myself. Although I've quickly come to realize that the hardest part of the website isn't even the code. It's just making all of the art assets and designing all the pages itself. Because following a tutorial, you can basically accomplish anything you want in the world, as long as you're paying close enough attention, right? If you're focused, you can make things work. But no, it's making the graphics, sizing the graphics, making all the graphics match that's taken the most time. I was up till 3 in the morning this morning. Probably shouldn't have been, but I was up till 3 in the morning this morning playing with my code and drawing assets for the website and adding sound effects and making the speech bubble clickable. If we crash, what's the game plan? We eat Walker here. Like, we eat him for parts. We take him apart in pieces and eat him. You misspelled attitude on Pipsqueak's profile. I can fix that. That's fine. This is a first draft, guys. Cut me some slack. Have you ever been the most eloquent speller? No, wait, what? Don't worry about it, Walker. Don't worry about it, Walker. The casino theme remix was good on the site. Well, yeah, actually, Joseph, that's it's the same remix that you can find on my channel here. It's the ambient casino backing track. And on it is featuring a bunch of different employees from Variance project. We put it together when I was pre-debut still, because I wanted some ambient casino noises. But yeah, it was very funny. I'd just be like, hey, can anybody like lose their house right now on audio real quick? And I'm gonna slide, we can slide that in. Okay, can somebody get a jackpot? Okay, can somebody try and peddle drugs? It was quite something. Oh my god, long hair, Katya. I've always had long hair. It's just down. I've always had long hair. Fun fact, Katya's playing the piano since she's trained. Yes, I'm playing the piano in the car right now with my feet. Because I'm trained. I'm just built different.
I'm hungry. Let's pop Walker and cook barbecue on the engine.
Alright, Walker, I'm sorry. Chat decided they didn't pick Wendy's, they didn't pick McDonald's, they picked you. So, you're gonna have to take one for the team, champ. You'll be remembered. Yeah, what specific tutorial did you use for NeoCities? I've been wanting to make a site for my radio side project. I've been, like, cobbling together. Like, I have, like, a playlist of videos that I was using, and also just really archaic blogs that I've been taking chunks from. I mean, I could look, if I remember later. Maybe I'll compile the resources I used. But it would be faster and more effective if you literally just Googled coding a website in NeoCities tutorial, because that's what I did. They got cars in Chiron yet, or is a Zeiton thing only? I'm glad you asked, Gary. You see, I'm practicing driving cars because, you know, I want to be the best at everything at all times. But in Chiron itself, it is actually not like a thing. Like, people have seen them exist before, but by and large, we're still mostly in like the horse-drawn wagon part of our lives. It's just not like economical to own a car or practical because we don't have like gas stations or reserves or whatnot. Our infrastructure just isn't built for cars yet. It's built for like vehicular movement, so when cars arrive, it's fine, but they kind of have to bring their own like jerry cans of fuel or whatever. So drunk driving is technically legal in Chiron, from what I'm hearing. Drunken disorderly conduct is not legal, and I'm sure that would fall under it. I'm still impressed by the fact that you can drive. Well, after stream's over, I'm getting my license. Theoretically, I'm doing my final road practical. Quite literally, today, after stream. Like, at 1. So, at about 12:45, I'm gonna shut stream down so that I can go get ready. Might I ask you play Night Bloom by Kanakalumi in the background? Would be perfect for the mood. How many years have you been trying to get your license, Lamau? Actively? Not very many. Like, I started the process at 16, but then I just stopped. Like, I had a few lessons, and then then for some reason or another, I timed out of my learner's license. So I had to retest to get my L again. Not because, like, I lost it legally for evil reasons, but just because when you have it for long enough, but then you don't test, you lose it, and you have to retake it. And then I just spent years not having it because I didn't have time to take the L test again. Recently, I was like, okay, no, I need to be self-sufficient to drive. So I took my L, got my L, did a lot of practicing, and now I'm going to get my N, which is the license that will allow me to drive. Here, let's look up Night Bloom. Monica Lumi has a beautiful voice. I don't ever think I've heard her sing Night Bloom, though. Okay, it's her original. I'm actually very impressed.
Great voice for linen stealing trollop. permit at 16 and driver's at 32. How time flies, 3.
I'm not 32. Not even close to 32. She's maybe the best singer in phase. I don't doubt it, because this is incredible. Man, I used to watch so much phase. I used to watch so many VTubers, but the one thing they tell you, well, they don't tell you about getting into VTubing full-time as a job, is that you just have no time for anything anymore. Because when I was able to make the website and code and do all that, it was because I was sick, and it was in service for being a VTuber, right? I could justify it by doing it for my job. But I can't watch VTubers anymore. And I kind of miss it, you know? I miss watching my favorite VTubers. I miss my Oshis. I don't think I've properly watched a Pippa stream in... Oh, I can't even remember the last time I just sat down and watched one. Might have even been during pre-debut. I've caught snippets and clips, but I don't know, it's kind of sad. I will say, though, this Lumi original is going to go into my permanent rotation. That was a very good recommendation. Thank you. What's the song name? Night Bloom by Kanika Lumi. I miss being able to always play my videos and watch them, not just have them as ambient noise in the background. Yeah, Justin, I get you. Let's stream Snipe Pippa. Just joined the car ride. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We're having a good time. Yeah. It's just me, you, and the open road. It's very dark out for 11:45 in the morning. Remember correctly, the other phase invaders said their new originals were intended to not sound like typical VTuber songs. Okay. Yes. But here's the thing, hot take. Every VTuber I know, industry or not, claims that their song is not going to sound like a VTuber song. Everybody says that that's what they want to achieve.
Can we get Soundless by Demon Dice next?
Sure, why not? Like, that's such a nothing statement. That's something that everybody wants to do, real music, and very few properly achieve. A lot of that, I think a lot of why VTuber music sounds the way it does is partially because you've got English speakers trying to have the pacing, language structure, and sound of Japanese or Korean music when they themselves may not actually be singing in Japanese or Korean. As well, you've got audio mixing trends that are strange and don't necessarily work half the time, that just overblow the voices out.
Unraveling, Muse Jelly Hoshiami cover.
Alright, you know what, Necro? I'll take that recommendation, and we'll play it after Soundless. Why are my mods fighting in chat? Why are they punching each other? Rage, LMG, what are you two doing? Huh, for some reason, Soundless isn't playing. Oh, YouTube is fucking the soundbar. What is this? There we go. The great mod group. I just got here and he's threatening to eat me. Well, then stop being edible, LMG. The L in LMG is for edible. But yes, coding that website has been interesting. And Rage so kindly has extended a hand to look at my spaghetti noodle code and play around with it as well. So the website is now becoming a quiet collaborative effort. Something that I want to do on the website is I want to like have mini games. Like I want to have casino mini games. Like I want to be able to make you guys like do like a dress-up game with the mascot with a tune. That's what the little tune-up button is. So it'll take you to a page where you can like design and color your rat mascot, and then take a screenshot, and then you've got like PFP, or you've just got your own canon little design.
They're all superb, but you can tell 90% only listen to Vocaloid. I wish we could get more diverse music sounds, despite the good quality.
Yeah, I do agree, Tank Pacer. That's why that song that we just listened to by Lumi was very refreshing. It reminded me of music that I used to hear growing up a little bit. May I have a lucha mask for my tune? You know what, Kvinsky? If I figure a way out, figure out how to do it, if I figure out how to actually make the dress-up thing work, then I will put in a luchador mask just for you. But I can't guarantee that I'll be able to be good enough at what I'm doing to make it work. Is Katya the first VTuber with a NeoCities website? Not by a long shot. If you go to NeoCities and you look up the tag VTuber, there's countless. Though I am not to like suck myself off here, but I think I have one of the nicer looking ones. Like I'm just scrolling here and everything looks very they look like blogs. Some of them look a little more advanced, but I think mine's pretty cool. There's about 7 pages, and on every page there is like Andu and Warp Zone are probably the most advanced. What's Paradise EXE? Sorry, I just got distracted looking at the websites. No, there's a lot of really good VTuber websites. Is that it's just a Bitcoin miner? Turn myself up a bit? Oh. Well, if you guys don't tell me that my audio balance is off, I won't know. Leave early today, drive safe. Have a good one, Lettuce. Alright, let's go to Unraveling Muse. What's more respectful at this point, running a Bitcoin farm or an AI data center? A Bitcoin farm, however, you are the most insufferable person known to humanity if you do so. Like, it's more respectable. I will respect you if you run a Bitcoin farm because, you know, they're equivalent for what they accomplish physically. Like, not physically, but like, you know. But I will have to let you know that you probably are the most irritating person to ever exist.
How about some real music? Dizzy Dizzy Coffee.
Jelly's always been very talented. I really felt bad for Jelly during the whole debacle that happened a little while back, but I'm glad things seem to have settled, you know? It's really weird being a VTuber that's a VTuber fan. And it's also really weird being a Corpo VTuber who's a— whoa, what was that? A Corpo VTuber who's a fan of other Corpo VTubers? Because, like, they're technically not co-workers because you don't know them, right? You can avoid, like, the weird parasocial aspect of things, but, like, I don't know, you also start to avoid the people as well. Because, let me put it this way, when you interact with them in a professional setting, then you kind of lose the ability to be a fan of their work. Not because their work stopped being good, but because then it just becomes awkward. Because then you feel like, I don't know, it's weird fan behavior. And I've been a fan of the Phase girls in general for quite a while. And so, whoa, what was that? So part of me is like, well, I'm in a position where I could theoretically reach out and do things with them now. But I hold myself back and I don't talk to them and I don't interact with them because I know that the instant I do that, I'll never be able to, like, bring myself to watch the stuff they make again. Like, I might be able to listen to their music, but, like, their actual streams, it'll just feel way too weird. We ain't making it to 7-Eleven on this long average. Keep the faith, you know, we've got ways to go. Odd way to look at it, to be honest. Well, this is not hardly a unique point of view. Hardly a unique point of view. I know many people that feel the same way that I do. Anyway, the song that's playing right now is Jelly's cover of Unraveling by Muse. After one more song, we'll just go back to the regular car piano music and keep talking. I like this song. I am a fish inside a bird cage. My brother always sings me songs. And with his beak he tries to soothe me. He lets me feel like I belong. He has a wild imagination. Tells me things that must be true. There's a world where I can take flight, where I can freely move. So carry these walls, brother of mine. Show me the world outside. On you to be my wings and my eyes. I I understand the sentiment, but I've met and spoken to actors and VTubers, etc. It's never stopped me from watching their stuff and enjoying it, unless they turn out to be unpleasant. Well, Maldorian, it's different in regards to, like, if you're a fan of the person and you don't create content, and if you're a fan of the person and you do create content. It's like, there's different angles to this. Like, unless it's a special event, I don't watch my friends' streams anymore. Because for me, it's my work, you know? And it's so... it's weird. Brother of mine, show me the world outside. To be true, I'm counting on you. To be my wings and my eyes. But yeah, I'm excited about the... I'm sorry, I keep talking about the website. This is so stupid. But it's the first thing I've really done in a while that's got me excited and feeling creative. Because I just haven't had the opportunity to draw or to make anything. But I'm gonna have like lore sections, so people can catch up in a nice, easy spot, so they don't have to jump around to different streams or hunt for different things. And I'm gonna put new stuff on the site as well, like those character descriptions have little pieces of information, right? I also plan to, like... There's, like, a newspaper piece on the website. I'm gonna put, like, actual Chiron news and lore and updates there. Mm-hmm. Will the tunes be part of the website? I mean, technically you already are. Let me pull it up. I'll pull open the website so you guys can see it. No, I don't want Google Slides for investors. What is this crap? I will warn you that this website has noise. So... if you don't like loud sounds, well, I guess it's not like loud, but if you don't like sounds, there's sounds on this page. Okay, so this is the website so far. How do I format this? Oh, whatever. I guess you just won't see me for a second. There we go. Here's the website so far. And if I click in, there we go.
Oh, this machine is rigged.
If you click the center image, ka-ching. Just clicking buttons in general, you'll get the noise. Yeah. Now this one, these two don't lead anywhere yet. This doesn't lead anywhere yet. These don't lead anywhere yet. But this one leads somewhere.
Jackpot. Hell yeah.
Open link in new tab.
That's what I'm talking about.
And if you click this, you get fun facts about gambling. And if you click through long enough, you get the jackpot.
One more round. I know it. It's this one. This is the one. Ah!
What's your goal for this website? It's very busy design-wise. My goal is that I wanted a very busy website with lots of buttons that I can click. And it's very artistic and fun. Because I'm so sick of minimalistic website design that's just all text. But this feels like an old Flash site from the early 2000s. And here I want to go to like mini games. Here there's like a catch up on my family tree. Here's where the dress up would be. Here I could walk you guys through the casino, like point and click, floor plan.
Collateral.
Here, this would be updates on Chiron.
What are you looking at?
This would be like a lookbook where I just have links and references to all of the outfits that I've canonically worn so far. And maybe links to like content wearing it. The Millennial Design Fatigue Lamau. It's busy but works like a game menu from a GameCube game. Yeah. Just don't make it into clutter slot. Well, I mean, this is as busy as it's gonna be because this is the main landing page.
Oh shit.
Where can I put my ads? Don't you fucking dare.
Young Naito, remember what they say. 99% of gambler quit.
Updates tab could link to your schedule. My schedule right now is going to be perpetual. Minimalism is cultural degeneracy. Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Use little tunes. Does your website collect cookies? No.
So I heard that on the 3rd floor you guys have prostitutes. Yeah, it's true.
Legit, I'd buy ad space. Lamau. What would you even advertise? I will say, I paid for the monthly $5 on NeoCity so that I could have a fuck ton of space for my images because it defaults to only letting you have 5 gigs of images and sound files and whatnot. And I want to do lots of stuff, so.
Oh, thank God I got my mortgage back. Oh, okay. I'm leaving.
Jackpot!
I'm done. It's over. I'm done. Oh, another drink.
Alright, let's go to the... This is the employee wall.
Play this game again?
Now, these are very rudimentary pop-ups. I know that Rage said that he may be able to help me make this, like, scrolling. That would be nice.
Oh, fuck, that's my mortgage.
Ah, fuck, that's my mortgage. I think I want to make this bigger, easier to read. Ultimately, this page, I'd like it all to have, like, custom graphics in here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like little illustrations, and then when you click in, have like big chibis. But I don't have the time to create those right now. I'm working on a carousel. Yeah, let's go. There's Pontilius, the pirate from the birthday event. This way, if I ever introduce a character, well, the character in my life, you know, bring somebody up and introduce them to you guys. They don't get lost forever. If I could make this bigger and nicer too, I might be able to link like little video clips.
Eh? You gonna tell boss that we lost it?
There's Beavis here. We have all 3 tunes on one portrait standing on top of each other. I mean, that could be nice.
Shit, let's count the cards.
There's Pygmy.
I mean, at least I got 3 things.
Kind of want to make a design for the bartender if I have time.
Oh, fuck the cards.
I mean, if you like, you can speculate. She's a very sweet elderly woman.
You guys take children as collateral?
Hit me one more, dealer.
What are you looking at?
Sure.
Yeah?
Pea shooter? Yeah, Pygmy's pea shooter. But yeah. So far, if you click the other things, it just takes you to blank error pages because they haven't been created yet. But like this one here would be a breakdown of the history of the Sable family, the tragedy of the fire, talking about my brother, bios on my my parents, a breakdown of the business that the Sables are into, basically. Talking about the silver mine, the relation to the Empire. Tune up here. This would be where a theoretical dress-up game would go for you guys. Floor plan. This would be click-through of the casino. I don't know what these tunes would lead to. I think maybe it would lead to like a funny video if I can put one together. Maybe I'd take like the video clip where I did all the practice executions with Memoria's Alkalite and Ricardo, and then maybe that would be where this leads. Maybe just Toon Execution Zone. This would be where all the outfits go. This would be where all the Chiron news would go. Yeah. By no means is it a perfect website. I don't really know what I'm doing. But it's been a lot of fun to put together. Can we have the Toon death count be a part of the website? Unless there's a way that you guys can automate it from the Discord, I ain't updating that every single day. Mambo number 5, room with disco ball. Wait, that's so inspired, actually. Yeah. I will say, I'm not going to put every NPC on the site, on the employee wall. The employee wall is just for reoccurring important people with some sway in how operations are run. The art direction is appealing for sure. Thanks! Even though red's like my main color, like, it's more like red and green. Red, green, black, and white. I'd say more accurately, roulette wheel is my color. And so I wanted that to really reflect here without having like a roulette spinning, you know? YouTube could look like this, but they're cowards. Yeah. But yeah, the longest part of all of this was coming up with like the layout. I opened up like a Clip Studio file, and I just started like drawing rectangles. Just started drawing rectangles. A billion of them. And rearranging them into a format I liked. And then I drew circles. And then I drew little sketches of where I wanted like some things to be. So it looks cluttered, but that is organized chaos. That is the result of shuffling graphics around for an hour or two. Get any inspiration from existing layouts? There was like an image that was like a visual novel, like that I used as a reference in the beginning. That's what gave me the idea for so many elements, because it was a very cluttered visual novel that I thought was kind of fun and archaic. That I thought would be a good, like, it would just be a good website in general. The roguelette color, yeah. Looks nice, boss. Thanks. I showed it to my boss yesterday. I showed it to Red. I'm like, hey, Red, by the way, I'm doing this. And Red was like, huh? He was straight up flabbergasted. It was kind of funny. And then he was like, okay, so like, why? what are you doing with this? And then I gave him the breakdown of everything that I wanted to do, and he seemed kind of excited. No. The creative pursuits are kind of what I live for. You know, I love to explore technology as it relates to artwork and evolve upon it. I'm not creating something that hasn't been done before, but I'm doing something that I haven't done before. And I'm making something kind of fun and new. I remember for a brief period in my life, all websites were like this, you know? All websites had a billion big clickable graphics. They had an artist in the background having fun, making everything cohesive and interesting. Even if the buttons led nowhere, clicking them made a funny little noise or played a looping little GIF animation. Baseball, huh? What about baseball? All Canadians on suicide watch after after that Olympics. Love a fun amount of chaos and clutter in my art. Yeah. I don't know. I think the internet would be a nice place if people started doing this again as a hobby, you know? Maybe pop on a YouTube video in the background and just start making websites again. I'd love to see a community effort to just make cool shit, you know? Like, what if you guys made a toon site? Or what if one of you guys was just, like, really into a random sport? And so you made a dedicated page about that sport. You know? Reminds me of the Neopets days. I do like the funny noise in the speech bubble. Yeah! When I literally was on YouTube typing just royalty-free, clicking noise, I think is what it was. And I couldn't find anything, but then I found a retro pack of virtual sound effects. And it was like a 10-minute video, and I was scrubbing through it, and I found that little noise in the middle. So I took it out, I cropped it, I converted it to an no, I didn't need to convert it. I tried converting it before, and the file size was too big. Kept just that tiny little sliver out of the video, and then popped it into the files here. No, I'd like to maybe commission, like, a couple of artists, maybe, to do little animations. That'd be fun. USA. What about... Yeah, I'll quit USA-ing all over the place, guys. Quit it with your USA. How'd you go about learning coding front and back end stuff? Same way that, like, any 12-year-old in the 2000s did. I just Googled tutorial. I Googled NeoCities coding tutorial for beginners. And then I bounced off a billion different bullshit links until I found a couple of things that helped. Like, there's no one good resource out there that I found that's like a panacea. I genuinely, that's the best advice I can give, because that's what I'm currently doing to learn. Use Usa Musame. Oh, did you guys hear about the new Uma Musume? Was not the hopeful stakes, the something. There's a new map, new mode being added to JP. There's a new horse, and it's based in the U.S. It's very exciting. People keep showing me her design, and she is very much Katya coded. Yes, John Uma Musume. Yes. Forever Young. Breeders' Cup. Breeders' Cup. There we go. Forever Young, my beloved. Yeah. That's an interesting song from the 80s. Forever Young. Hold on. Let me pull open the new horse design for those who haven't seen it. Hold on, I have to use Google, not Bing. Goggle. She reminds me so much of Dia Fortuna. Like, very genuinely. I look at her and I go, damn, that's just Dia Fortuna as an Uma. Like, she's very definitely race-themed. She's definitely a race horse. She's not casino-themed, but, like, she is just, like, very slightly... Like, I look at her and I go, damn, yes. I mean, look at the hat! Only thing that's, like... I look at the tie and I go, yeah, that's very American.
The Syrupians will never recover from that generational hockey. USA.
Syrupians.
USA.
You're like the third person today to call them Syrupians, and honestly, I love that. I love that. Like, I know it's supposed to be a Lee Epic funny diss, but like, I'm gonna start using that. Let me see. Let me make sure that I haven't. What about some real music? Dizzy Coffee. Okay, Red Heracross. I'm just making sure I haven't missed any of the supers. No, I think we're good. She got that outfit on, though. Sheesh. Oh, absolutely. I should check in on... Where is it? Postal 2 Redux. Is there any new information about its release date? I keep missing, like, the Q&As. Q&A update January 14th. Okay, I missed something. Oh, it's an unlisted backer exclusive. I'm gonna have to watch this later. Damn, they don't have a summary either. This shit sucks. This blows. I just want to know when Postal 2 is re-dropping again. I want to play it so bad. I know the original is, like, everything, right? But, like... She makes me think of Junko a little bit. A slight pimp vibe. Ooh. Man. Speaking of sequel games getting dropped and re-enhanced again, Danganronpa 2 is being re-released again, which is interesting. The Canadians get to go through what Brazilians went through in 2014. I'm gonna be so real, I couldn't care less. I've never been one for sports. Okay, it looks like the Q&A is an hour long. Man. What about the backer chat? What's going on in the backer chat? Did I pay enough to be put on a milk carton? I think I did. No, I didn't. I didn't get that tier. Fuck it, I'm going in the Discord and I'm looking up release date as terms. Aiming for Christmas this year. Interesting. Theoretically, Christmas this year, we're getting the Postal 2 Let's Play then. It's kind of my jorb. Again, I haven't finished any of the DR games. Like, I'm gonna be real. I love the Danganronpa games. I was on the pulse of Danganronpa when it first dropped Game 1 in JP, because I was still very into Homestuck at that time, and it was during its big hiatus, and all of the like active Homestuck fans that were really into Homestuck like had nothing to chew on, and so on all the Homestuck roleplay forums, they were feeding each other recommendations, and one thing a lot of them did was they fed each other early Danganronpa. There was translation websites that be like, hey, there's this gameplay, it's all in GP, but here's like the translations to go along with the videos if you want to like watch the Let's Play for this game. It hasn't been released in English yet. There's no way to play it. because it's on the PSP and it's a Japanese exclusive. When it finally did release in English, I was very excited. And same with Danganronpa 2 and Danganronpa 3, but after that, I kind of just... After Despair Sisters, I kind of stopped really participating in the Danganronpa community. And after Despair Sisters, that is when the TikTok people came in and really absorbed Danganronpa as their own. It's totally unrecognizable from early day, like, cringe fans. But I will say, like, early Danganronpa fans were like, they were like the fans of their era, whatever. But they are unrecognizable from TikTok era Danganronpa fans. The PSP was too ahead of its time. Very underrated system. I wanted a PSP. I wanted so many things that I couldn't have. You get busy when you run a casino. So, you don't, well, I mean, now that I'm a VTuber and I can run the casino, I've got a little more time to play games, but not a ton, you know? I don't know. So seeing Danganronpa 2 being re-released is kind of nostalgic for me. I will say, though, Danganronpa 3 was probably my favorite of the whole franchise because I loved Kokichi Oma. Kokichi and Nagito Kamaida were my two favorite characters. I know what you're going to think. I know what you're going to say. Don't. Anyway. PSP version got translated years before the official release. Yeah, but like, if you don't own a console, you don't own the games, you basically are relying on JP Let's Plays and English translations, and then eventually translated JP Let's Plays. And keep in mind that was a brief period of time. Was it PSP, not PS Vita? Am I mixing things up? Danganronpa was for the Vita, wasn't it? Again, I've owned 0% of these consoles, so it's very easy for me to mix up which ones were which. You think the annoying JoJo... Do you think the... Yeah, I never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So, all I know of them is their fan base. And I absolutely believe that the most annoying of them, amongst them, are going to come out of the woodwork because that's just what fans do. It was Vita, at least in English. Yeah. I think Pop and Vita had... PSP and Vita had Danganronpa. Okay. So I'm not crazy. If I think about it, I think Vita had it first. I have to double check. JoJo has great moments, but I don't like the animal violence in the anime. Fair enough. The internet tends to elevate the most annoying voices, lol. I think everybody coming online at the same time was a mistake. Like, the world gets more connected every day, and more people get online. It's... Not to be like, we should have gatekept harder, but it was a different experience when the online world was smaller. You know? Again, it's probably why I'm so, like, excited to make a personal website. Because it feels... like I'm back. It feels like I'm back to when it was easier. You need to control the flow so newcomers have time to acclimate to existing culture. Yeah, well, that's never been a luxury that's been afforded to any of us, unfortunately. But yes, gatekeeping is always the right option, always the right policy. Always gatekeep your favorite VTubers, gatekeep your favorite music, gatekeep your favorite anime, gatekeep your favorite hobbies and activities. Otherwise, those who don't like it or care about it will poison it, obfuscate it, and kick you out.
Good lord, how far does this bridge go?
It goes, as long as it needs to. Though I do feel like we are getting to the end of the bridge. Wouldn't you like to know, Mr. Epstein? It do be like that, Mr. Stancil. On that note, I'm glad that Myoshi is gatekept by design and structurally. I love Myoshi, like the Myoshi site. It's, for those who don't know what it is, it's a recreation of MySpace with a few extra quality of life upgrades, specifically by and for VTubers, with like an invite system. Kind of like how in the beginning VGen had an invite system that got totally trashed. Mm-hmm. But yeah. The older I get, the more I witness the lack of gatekeeping being what leads to downfalls of otherwise healthy, well-maintained, and beloved hobbies and activities. And it's always something political. Like, sure, maybe inherently the thing was political to begin with, because politics is everywhere, but, you know, the destruction of it in of itself being a political thing. It's just saddening. VGen started as invite only? Yes, it did. And is it only for VTubers? Well, Myoshi, so far it looks like it's only for VTubers or anybody with an invite. I mean, I've seen a few agencies make official Myoshi pages. It's supposed to be set up to be for VTubers. Like, one of the tabs is literally scheduling collabs with other people, uploading your schedule, seeing how much time overlap there is. So yeah, I'd say that it's pretty exclusively designed for active VTubers that are doing it as a hobby or a job. I don't doubt that people will be able to, like, use it in the future, but I feel like the more non-VTubers on the website, the less functional it's going to become. There's actually a whole section dedicated to VTubers that use VR chat. I've joined that group. That's pretty cool. And I've got one of my coworkers said, this morning I woke up and the first thing I did was I didn't even open Twitter. I just opened Myoshi. We are so back. And I thought that was very silly. Very, very silly. But it really spoke to me as to the need for specialized spaces. Everybody just so desperately wants a specialized space where they can communicate with their peers and it not be a performance, you know? Because Twitter is so global, so public, so far-reaching and consequential, yet it's so nothing at the same time that it's impossible to do anything. But at the same time, it's all there is. But now, there's a site that's kind of specialized that is fun to use. And people are kind of, you know, and it's functional. Like, unlike Blue Sky, which is like Twitter clone, nobody wants a Twitter clone. Literally, nobody wants a Twitter clone. And while this is functionally a MySpace clone, it's a MySpace clone with functionality, right? The market has spoken. I'm back from the ball crushing factory. What I'd miss. Holy crap. How many balls did you crush? Careful not to run into PewDiePie on this bridge. He's in the back seat. Oh, shit. I lost him. Guys, I think PewDiePie fell out of the back. Alright, guys. I think it's time we wind down. This was our calm driving Zatsu. Focus on the road, woman. It's a Tesla, it's fine. Alright, guys. Let's find somebody to raid. I am the bridge incident. It's time for me to get to the end of this bridge and to go to my driving exam. So that I can be road legal. I would love to have my full license, and I would really, really hate to fail my test. Let's find a redirect. Oh, it looks like Blair is live. Let's raid Blair. We have yet to raid the McDonald's. That's okay. That's okay. There's a McDonald's at the end of the road. Trust. Have a good one.